up, Shady Sports Network? I'm back here with a special guest, Mr. Urlic Jones from the Arizona Rattlers. Urlic, how you doing today, man?
I'm good. And you pronounce it Urlic.
Urlic, okay, all right. So, man, I feel like this season you've had a pretty good season. You know, I know you've been injured for the past couple of games, or you came back last night. But how was your first game back from injury?
Yeah, it feels good. It feels good to be back out there, man.
So, I know last year you were with the Northern Arizona Wranglers. You won a championship with them. How was that whole year as a whole?
Man, that year was like a movie. It was like one of them documentary type deals, like where everything just seemed so surreal. So I mean, it was enjoyable and it was very fun. We had a good close relationship and team camaraderie was great. It was just one of those things where it's like you had to be there to witness it.
That's awesome. Yeah, you know, you guys did a great job last year being able to overcome adversity. So this year you're with the Arizona Rattlers. You have a quarterback by the name of Drew Powell, and last year you had a quarterback by the name of Caleb Barker. So overall, how is it playing on teams that have mobile quarterbacks?
I mean, it's great. Both of those guys are great athletes, and both of them are really, really football intelligent. So both those guys have a nice football IQ, which makes it much easier to be able to do the things that they do. And when it comes crunch time, you just let them make the plays that they can make.
For sure. So going back a little bit to your college days, how was your college career and coming out of high school? How was your overall recruiting process?
Oh man, the recruitment process was kind of hectic when I was, having interest letters and taking calls and getting sold the dream from many different teams. And when you're a young guy coming out of high school and you have all this attention, it can be kind of crazy at one point. But once I actually got used to it and settled down a little bit, the process became more easier. I was able to kind of sit back and evaluate what did I need to do as a man, and it all just fell into place.
For sure. Where did you end up attending college?
I ended up going to Butler County Junior College in Kansas, and then I ended up transferring to South Carolina.
So, junior college, man, I know that's a big topic nowadays with last chance U and everything. Is JUCO everything that they say it is?
It is, and JUCO is also not for the weak. I mean, you got to be a mentally and physically, emotionally tough person to be able to survive the junior college life. It's not an easy journey, but if you can go and prevail through junior college, you can do anything school-wise, wherever you want to go.
So going to an SEC school, South Carolina, I mean, talk about playing the SEC environment and how cool that was.
Oh, man, it was the best thing ever, man. Playing in the SEC was, one of the first biggest accomplishments I've ever done. And, I mean, it's an atmosphere like no other. And then having South Carolina with one of the most craziest college football traditions with the Sandstorm is just very unique and very, very, very enjoyable to be a part of.
For sure. So, I mean, that's a lot of pressure, playing at SEC school. But like you said, it kind of makes you mentally tough from coming from JUCO. After college, what were your professional opportunities like?
So my professional opportunities were, I did a little time with the Seahawks, a little time with the Panthers, a little time with the Texans, and then the XFL. I was with St. Louis and the Houston Roughnecks, and then I was playing. After all of that, I was in the NAL with the Columbus Lions, and then after I left the Lions, that's when I came to the IFL last year and went to NAS, and then came to the Rattlers here.
So you're someone that I look at and I'm like, why is this guy not outdoors? You know what I mean? Like your size, your ability, you should be outdoors. So
Yeah.
this combine coming up on August 4th, are you planning on attending?
I do not. I plan on playing for the IFL championship on August 5th. So I'm not even. That's not even crossing the books now. I'm trying to get this championship now.
Man, that's an attitude of a leader right there, man. Shout out to you for that. Got a lot of respect.
Yeah, sure.
So playing Arizona, I mean, I want to compare Arizona to an SEC environment in terms of the size and the amount of fans that come. How is it playing the Snake Pit?
Oh man, Snake is awesome, and like you said, it is like playing in front of those big stadium, big arenas in the SEC. So it translates over. I mean, it's kind of the same thing, but less people. But I mean, in those arenas, it gets loud, it gets rowdy, and it's awesome.
So I feel like you guys have a passionate fan base, and I think that's really awesome for the IFL. What things do you enjoy most about the IFL in terms of talent? And what do you think some things that you would add to the league if you could?
Well, the things I enjoy most, man, about the talent is you got guys in this league who deserve and have the ability to be playing somewhere outdoors. So it's real competition, and which makes it much enjoyable to play. Some of the things I would add, man, I would add, I would tweak a few of the rule changes. Like I would allow the guys up front to be able to do twists and stunts. I mean, just to make it a little bit more outdoor. But I mean, for the most part, man, it's a fun environment. It's a fun league, and it's a fun game to play.
I agree with you. Yeah, no, definitely. And I think the IFL are definitely going to look into making those changes as the years go on. So I know, what I find really cool about you, I kind of mentioned it in the beginning, but you kind of created your own brand for yourself, essentially. I see on Instagram, you have your own fan page, which I think is so cool. Um, how have you been able to market yourself almost and create your own brand?
Man, I do that by, for these teams and arenas and organizations and fans, I try to interact and, become loved and liked by a lot of people. That way, when it's time to actually sell myself, it makes it easier. Everybody wants to support the guy that they like. So, if I can become that likable guy, somebody that's entertaining and fun and love and enjoyable to watch, then, that makes it easier to actually sell some of the things that I actually want to sell.
That's awesome. So, what do you have your own merch? Or
Yeah, I got so right now I'm partnered with Fan Arch, and it's I do T-shirts, hoodies. I think we have beanies and all type of other things on there. I haven't been on it in a while because I've just been so locked in and into the season. But usually I really get on it and get different designs and different templates out after the season's over with.
Man, I'm gonna have to get myself a hoodie. That would be really cool.
Oh yeah, man, appreciate it.
So one of the things that is really big to you that I've seen through your social media is giving back to the youth. What things have you been involved in to give back to the youth?
I mean, anytime there's a youth camp or anytime there's something involved with kids, as far as say if it's just a day to go outside and play, or a day to go read, or go to a high school and speak to kids, I want to always be a part of it, because I know that some of those kids really look up and admire stuff like that. And sometimes all it takes is just for you to be able to come around them and play and, just have fun and, get a good laugh for it to make their whole day. Because, once those kids go home, you don't know what life they're living. You don't know what they're going through. So, I mean, it may just be, me just playing or, interacting or doing a fun game or doing something with those kids for, a short amount of time. That could be the highlight of their life. So whenever there's kids involved, people always know that they can count me in because I love trying to, change the youth and influence the youth.
That's really amazing, to hear. And I definitely think you make a huge impact on those kids and, probably make them want to go harder in their daily lives. So a couple last questions here. I know you're from Oxford, Alabama. Oxford, Alabama, from what I know as, you have to be very tough, to come through there. What have your experiences been, being from Oxford?
I mean, I really haven't had too many, crazy experiences, because I've always been the one to kind of, go work out, go train, and stay low key. I got some of the guys who I graduated with. I went to high school with. We'd go to somebody's house and we'll play the game, and then after that we're chilling at the house. So I mean, I really don't have too many opportunities to actually have to go through anything like that. But it's all about what you make it.
That's awesome, man. So, during the off season, what does your day-to-day routine consist of?
I mean, it just depends on which time frame it is. If it's right after the season, I'm usually relaxing, trying to get my mind and body right, just to recover from the season. And then after that, I'll probably, go mess around with family and, do some family activities and stuff. And, after I'm done with, seeing and chilling with family, then it's back to the drawing boards. I'll get back to training and getting my weight, body, and everything together. That way, when it's time to report, it's back to football life.
That's what's up. It's good, man. Mind and body are huge. So, my final question for you here is, where do you see yourself personally in the next 2 to 3 years? And what is your advice for the younger generation?
My next, in the next 2 to 3 years, I see myself living out my football journey. Taking it day by day. Accepting all the goods that come with it, and enjoying it, staying grounded, being humble about it, and the only thing I would tell any of the youth or the kids, man, is just to keep going, keep pushing, because you never know when the opportunities may come. So just keep going, just keep pushing, and when it's all said and done, you can at least say you gave it everything you had. That way, when you're done and you look for a new journey or a new profession, you have nothing that you look back on and wish that you could have done differently.
That's a really important thing, to stay grounded and wait your turn. So I really want to thank you for taking the time out of your day. I know you're a busy guy with a busy schedule, but I look forward to see what contributions you make to the IFL and watch you tear it up out there. And I will see you real soon here, and I hope to see you in Las Vegas on August 5th.
Oh, yeah, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity to be able to talk with you.
Yes, sir. Have a great rest of your day.
You do the same.
I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer.